Hi and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing The Expanse. This is season 4, episode 5, and it is titled Oppressor. Things are just unraveling on all fronts at the moment, especially on Islas or New Terra, what you want to call the planet that they're on, the Rossi crew and the others there, and this Murtry guy, this fucking guy. But yes, is there anything that you want to get into before we start the video? Nope. And hopefully ready to talk about it afterwards.
Perhaps I'm still a bit. I got my nap, but I'm still a little bit foggy.
Yeah. Got a nap, got something to eat, and then hopefully we'll have a little bit more energy now. If not, then yeah, we'll talk about it. And if there's something that we forget or don't talk about, we'll be able to hopefully pick it up in the next one or something. But either way, let's do it. Oh, and you can of course always check out our full-length reactions to The Expanse and all the other shows that we are doing on our Patreon page. The link is in the description. Start, damn it.
Start, damn it.
Start, damn it.
Careful. This powerful stuff.
Ah,
So that
okay.
remote even working?
I wired it myself. It will work.
Flashback. So now they're gonna show us what went wrong.
This isn't what we planned. I did not come here to kill people.
The plan is what I say it is. Whatever happened, therefore. No!
Oh, yeesh. Yeah, she really wanted to help.
Yeah.
Big surprise for landing, eh?
They got it coming then.
Yeah.
Just because they're in us.
Yeah.
That's not...
Loose now!
Oh, and then she blew it up beforehand, so that's how at least some of them were able to survive.
This grilled corn with garlic butter, you know?
I do not.
Yeah, garlic butter, and they had these sides, these green sides. I don't know what they were, but they kind of look
Wait
like...
outside until you're relieved. I'll watch this one.
What a talker.
You're so fucking weird.
In here!
Shit.
Settlement's in lockdown. No one outside their quarters unless Chief Murtry says so.
I don't give a fuck what Murtry said. Where's my crewman?
Module 7.
You.
Sir, we have a situation.
I'm well aware.
Unlock it.
Not gonna happen. Put the gun down.
Nope.
Don't kill her. She just hasn't figured out her boss is a dick.
You stay out of it.
Hey, there's no need to die over this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying we need to evacuate?
Yes, immediately.
Unlock him.
He'll only help as long as evacuating the Belchers is easier than shooting them.
I know.
You people act like I'm the bad guy here. I came on a peaceful mission. These squatters
You
drew
aren't?
first blood.
And you used it to justify murder.
I acted against terrorists who killed innocent people and were planning further acts of violence, but I'm the bad guy.
I'll make sure you get to tell your story in court at a murder trial.
Both light shuttles in working order.
Yes, sir.
Take the secondary one, disable the safeties, rig it up for remote piloting, and put it on a proximity trigger.
You want me to make it into a bomb?
I want you to make it into an option.
We need you to come off as more approachable, nurturing. The caring family matriarch. It tested.
Get the fuck out.
She's not gonna fucking do that.
Nope. They're trying to help.
Caring matriarch.
Lucia's on my ship, and my ship is in orbit. She's safe.
And Felcia, was my daughter with her?
Wait, what?
I'm sorry. I haven't seen her.
Ew. But she wanted to leave the planet. Felcia.
Yeah. Right.
This settlement and everyone in it would be dead. You're not only because a torpedo from my ship was able to kill it, but the next thing could be a lot worse.
You have no way of knowing that.
He actually does.
We need to get everyone off the planet right now.
He's the only one.
Was this RC's plan all along?
No, it was mine. Don't make this a fight.
You go if you want to.
Please stay and die. It's fine. It's just...
You can also see where they're coming from.
Yeah, but it's not that.
You might want to get that checked out. Squatter camp hygiene makes for all sorts of nasty infections.
Just itches.
Dr. Okoye.
Oh, yeah. She was green. Around
Yeah.
one.
Oh, you missed that.
Hmm.
Can I get a look at any surface data the Rocinante's made?
Your boss, Mercury, was shooting at me not long ago.
He's not my boss.
Mhm.
And
I fucking hate that guy.
kind of an
Yeah.
I'm just looking to fill some gaps in the data from when we orbited to the far side of the planet. I can send you the coordinates.
How could you be so stupid?
I wasn't stupid. I did it for us. All of us. Someone had to be strong.
And I wasn't? Because I didn't want to bring the killing to this planet? Like Cooper and his opiate dogs? Stop! You don't get to tell me when to stop. You ran away. My daughter is missing.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's bleeding.
Okay, let them make us leave. We have nowhere else to go. You have to fight. You have to stay.
All these terrible things you've done, they didn't save us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All they did was destroy the only thing we had left.
I'm kind of on his side there.
Yeah, totally.
Because violence never solves any fucking thing. Only breeds more violence, which is exactly what it did. Oh, and she is bleeding big time. What? Is she thinking about just bleeding out?
Yeah.
Oh, my Urter sweethearts. What the fuck do you want?
You! I want to talk to you.
This isn't a great time.
I don't care.
You seem angry. At me?
What the fuck did I do?
You are connected to this, and you are withholding information.
I wouldn't even know where.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's really, really hard to explain. What the? Oh no! The belters are just firing on.
What the hell happened?
Fucking Belters grabbed 2 of my people. They're holding them in the trading post.
Our people have been locked in dead quarters by corporate soldiers. They have been executed without trial.
Is this just us? Or is she broadcasting this?
I don't see why she wouldn't. Chances are tomorrow it'll be all over the news feeds back home.
Fantastic. You look like you're having a good time.
I do enjoy the clarity of these moments.
I feel like this is exactly what you hoped would happen.
I hope to have come to a peaceful resolution. But I am going to gas every belter in the camp. I would ask if you have any objection, but I honestly don't give a fuck now.
Knock him out.
I don't know what, but then his people, and I don't know what's the
Oh,
smart.
oh!
Copenhagen, Tornby, what the fuck? Wait, no.
No,
What?
no.
I want to turn that. Okay, we're gonna zoom in on that afterwards.
The existence of alien life gives us, all of us, unimaginable opportunities. What we need now is leadership that can embrace the possibilities while managing the risks.
What, someone like Mao? That sounds like Mao's approach.
Mercury has no right making them leave, and neither do you.
If they die here, it's on me.
No, it's on them.
They have no idea what's really going on here. Still playing out the old squabbles.
Tell them the truth, and let them decide for themselves.
Yes.
Lucia? Hey,
Oh,
I don't know if
no.
you're hungry or nothing, but, post-op, you gotta eat, right?
Oh no.
And then-
Why Alex?
Her pulse is weak.
She's got no more blood left in her.
I'm sorry. I gotta help me, please.
No, don't help me.
do you want to die?
But do not make me tell your daughter I had to let you die. Fucking tell me what to do!
Sorry. Sorry.
Where's that line, Naomi?
I'm working on it.
I got it. Got it.
Holy shit, Alex.
You're good.
I can't even die right.
I'm unarmed!
Oh shit.
What's he doing?
Being him.
Yeah. He's just being Holden.
What do you want? We all know the system's broken. We all just want a chance. We aren't afraid to work hard. And with 1,300 new solar systems, we can provide that opportunity for everyone, not just the colonists.
Security alert.
Ma'am, we need
Please
you to come with us
remain
right
where
away.
you are until further notice. Alert to sécurité.
Archangel secured. Exiting now.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, that was Denmark? That was mostly just fucking water and some
Yeah,
islands.
yeah, definitely.
But that's, yeah.
The longer we wait, the more that goes up. Or maybe we blow up a ship full of innocent civilians who just called for help.
The drive signature on record also matches a colony ship called the Sojourner.
The one the Belter said was lost to scrap? Kill it. Destroy the ship immediately.
Yes, ma'am. It was bad timing. It could have happened to anyone.
Really bad timing.
Yeah. It's almost too coincidental.
It was the one that blew up in the docks at Luna. Because the man I loved, the father of my child, used my code to overload the reactor. We killed 516 people. And he meant to do it again. Then when I told him I'd never help him again, it was the last time he let me see my little boy. I have a family now. Certainly not one I would have expected, but I love them. And I have a life that I like living. All we did was buy you a little time. You decide what you want to do with it.
That was almost like a Gandalf quote right there.
Yeah.
I've had glimpses during the ring transits.
Is there any way to test this information? Because anyone can claim to have prophetic visions, but that doesn't mean...
Cat's been right about everything so far. That thing in his head is giving him answers.
Or he's just a crazy person with a few lucky guesses. Maybe you did make it worse, but this place is our only hope. We're not giving it up.
That was blood from her, right? Not.
Yeah, but
Oh, something's gonna.
something is blowing?
It's expanding. Get off the planet.
God.
What's...
It looks like a nuke almost.
Giant fucking volcano on a planet with no volcanoes, and told you, fucking cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, I have no idea where to begin. Everything's just so muddled right now.
Yeah, shit is really starting to hit the fan.
Yeah, and it was difficult enough, like in after the last one, talking about what's the right thing, and it's like with the Belters and the Inners and the past and what they've done to each other and why they don't trust, and that whole thing, it just keeps on adding to that, and the muddiness of this whole situation where like there's no clear right path at all. Like
No,
you can
definitely
argue
not.
in any direction for any of the characters that are there, that what they're doing is the way to go about it, or they are, you know, no one is probably doing like the right thing, but we don't know what the right thing is. So it's just, yeah.
But we started out with a flashback to when the landing pad was blown up by the Belters.
Yes.
And apparently this was a small faction of the OPA, or at least some OPA people, I guess, along with Lucia, I think she's called.
Yeah. So yeah, they were probably, you know, all together on that refugee ship, and then some of them had a past in the OPA or something.
Or were like agents of OPA or something like that. At least they, I think they were described as OPA at some point. Anyways, the thing I just wanted to point out was that we learned that the skiff was 10 hours too early, and they just wanted to blow up the landing pad so they could be left alone for at least a while.
Yeah, so that they could get the lithium or something off the planet and make some money.
And
basically
keep the place to themselves.
Yeah, hire a lawyer. They even said that.
Yeah, exactly. And like actually establish their own colony and get it all going and make it theirs. And it's completely understandable, I'd say, if you discover a piece of land and you really want it and you find out that you're the first one there. Of course, you would like to keep it for yourself, especially with the Belters' background. Like they had nothing.
Yes.
And they just had to,
so that,
settle with nothing.
Their behavior is very, very understandable. Even though like the Lucia, she obviously did not want to kill them, and I think that like I can see up until the point where it's like, okay, let's blow up the landing pad, give us some more wiggle room so that when they finally do get here, we are in a better position where we can barter with them. We may have more money, more resources. We have a lawyer, so that we're in a better position. But then some of them were just too radical there, and they were like, no, screw it, fuck it, we're just gonna kill them. And that's when it goes from, oh, that's an understandable thing to want to do, and evolves into a, this is only gonna disrupt things further.
Yeah, and she even tried to stop them and tried to blow up the landing pad before stop the landing pad from blowing up.
I think what she did was she blew it up before they actually landed on it.
Yeah, but she was trying to do something before they knocked her out.
Oh yeah, then she was just trying to remove the
charges.
The charges,
yeah. And that's what I'm saying. That she really wanted it to not happen, and then she hoped that she would be in time for, if she blew up the landing pad, that at least when they landed, that perhaps they wouldn't get hurt. So in all of this, I think she, from the start, didn't want to hurt anyone, and she even tried to make this a less violent situation, and she really tried. But of course, if the 3 to 1 people, like 3 to 1, then it's very hard for her to, rule.
Overrule that situation or do anything. But yes, she and possibly many of the others were, they, even though they probably knew that, okay, what we're planning to do here is not exactly a quote-unquote nice thing to do, but it will give us an advantage that we really, really need, because we are Belters and we don't trust the Inners, and there's a good reason for that.
Yeah.
But then it just spiraled out of control from there on. So yeah, that's... We got that, at least.
Yeah, and she's clearly very guilt-ridden about it. And when she finds out that her daughter is she's missing, she just completely lost it and let herself bleed out almost, and then Alex came to the rescue, and we had that very nice scene with Naomi and Lucia, and Naomi also revealed a lot of her past, because that was actually one of the things I wanted to talk about in the last episode, but I was so my brain was so dead that I couldn't remember what I wanted to talk about. But that was one of the things, because Camino Drama and that guy Marco something, they talked about his past and how he said, yeah, well, what is Naomi going to what lies has she told? And we also talked about in relation to the boys, something about how communication is, of course, you can tell the truth, but you also need the other person to trust that you're telling the truth. And you either have to trust them or not. And we have been fed all of these pieces of information from two sides now, both from Naomi and from Marco. And it's kind of hard to believe who's right here, who's telling the truth. But somewhat I would say Naomi might, because as you said, that she built the code, yeah, and she built it in not necessarily good faith, but at least in believing that what they were doing was just harmless, but it ended up blowing what was it, 560 people
died or something on Luna.
On Luna, and she was not really ready for that, and when she saw who he really was, she was kind of the magic was kind of taken away from him, and she was suddenly suddenly seeing past all of this, and I just think it was a very nice speech they had, or at least she had with Lucia, and saying that, well, of course you can choose to bleed out if you want to, but you can still do so much good, and you can still fight through it. And
I wanted to walk out of fucking airlock, but I'm glad I didn't, because now I have a new family. I have this a sort of life that I'm happy. And this is, I'm doing what I want to do, even though, like, we know that they do get into some situations where that are, kind of dangerous, but it is still like that kind of life that she's living now.
Yeah, and she found a family where she didn't expect it.
Yes. So that was a nice thing, that she was able to talk to her and maybe talk her down a little bit from where she was at.
But I think it was great, because now I'm just going to be a little bit real here, but I think this whole talk can be projected onto our own lives, especially if you're dealing with some sort of depression or mental illness. And I just think it's so nice that even though this is like a fucking space opera almost, like it's something... It's science fiction, it's way out in the future and everything. It's still so real and so relevant, and you can still see yourself in things.
I also think that what really made Lucia go the route she did, like initially in this episode, where she kind of wanted to just bleed out, her daughter, but then also her husband, and the talk that they had, and he was very, very honest, and they were both very honest, and they had different opinions about how they should have acted, and what he said, like, and we even commented on it, like, we very much agreed with how he was looking at things, that no, this would never have done anything good for us. It could only have, like, what you did is exactly what has put us in this situation right now. It only made things worse that you chose violence, or some sort of violence, even though she didn't intend to hurt anyone. The risk was there, and so I think that she was just like, holy fuck, I am so wrong, I've made such a mistake. And what she said, like, that kind of broke me a little, was I can't even die right. Like, I can't even do that shit right. So she was just at such a low where it's like, I hate myself so much. I can't do anything right. I can't even fucking kill myself right. Some people might have experienced struggling with those thoughts like that at any point in their life where it's just like, I can't stand myself. Like, I keep making the wrong decisions. I keep saying the wrong things. And maybe the world would just be a better place without me. That is very real and very horrible thoughts that we all can have. And yeah, without getting into too much, we can all have very weak moments in life where we struggle with something like that, and that was a very, very real moment. And but in general, just a lot of the stuff that happened in this episode, no matter if we were on Isles or Earth or on the Rossi, it's difference of opinions and people, either two people or two factions being at odds with each other. So we got the Belters and the Inners on Islas, and we got Avasarala and Gao on Earth, and we had Lucia and her husband / Naomi kind of like on the Rossi. So there was a lot of good conversations that were like, well, it wasn't about being right or wrong. It was just coming from different places and looking at things from different perspectives. And you can see at first, like if we take like Christian and Gao, well, Christian at first was like, well, she cheated the system. Talking about that, like her sin there was cheating the system. And then Gao kind of shot back with, well, that depends on how you're looking at it. Like, I have to work. Everybody in the system is prepared to work hard. Like, you didn't, like, this is your first time applying for a job, basically, because you've always been outside the fucking system, so you've never had to deal with any of this crap. So you don't even understand what it means to be on basic. And that's true as well, even though I would argue that no matter what, like Gao cheating her way to a better position or to get get the education and all that so that she could get the position she's in, even though she ended up helping people who should have went before her in the queue or whatever, that doesn't excuse the fact that she cheated her way through the system. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't think I agree, because what Gao said was, yeah, even though she had alternates, she still helped the alternates getting their own jobs and getting into the system otherwise, or out of the system. I don't know. I must be honest. I zoned out. I don't like politics. I zoned out completely. But what I got out of it was that the competing people, like on the second and third and fourth place in the race lottery, whatever. 2 and 3 were people she then employed later on, and then the 4th person died of an overdose, and that's the alternates. And there were like 6,000 people competing about that one single spot, and that's also what she is she's attacking, is the system doesn't work. If you have 6,000 people
applying for one job, basically.
Yeah, or for one career opportunity. That's not how it should be. They should be out exploring the world. We should invest in them colonizing. And I could definitely see where she's coming from. That she wants them to go out and explore and have a real shot at life through colonizing, because they had 1,300 systems they could explore.
But so far, out of all those 1,300 systems where they've probably been sending probes out, they've found one habitable planet.
No.
Right?
No.
4 then? What was it then? 4 systems?
No. I think they had 4 Belter ships that was roguely going through the ring. 4 of them made it through the ring and into 4 different systems. But only one they heard from again. And that was the one from Ilus.
Yes. But
so they haven't really been able to see what's going on. And that's what Avasarala is against, because we don't know what's going on in all of these systems, which is something I also definitely understand, that we have to go out and probe these different worlds.
Yeah, but that's what doesn't make sense to me. Is that why wouldn't they send a probe out through all 1,300 of them? Why only send a probe out through a couple of them? That's.
But it's not they. I'm not even sure that they ended up actually getting to probe the things yet. It was just that the 4 Belter ships went rogue and went through the whole went through the ring. And when they actually heard from one of them again, they ended up actually wanting to explore it.
So maybe they're just not okay. So maybe I thought they were just further ahead in their plans to figure out what's beyond these rings. I thought that they had the opportunity to already send probes through, but then maybe they haven't even gotten to that place yet. And that's what Avasarala is actually trying to do, is just to get to the point where let's just send out probes first before we just send people through all these fucking rings without knowing what's on the other side.
She wants to know what's going on in all of these systems before we actually send colonies there.
Okay.
And the Belters just want a shot at a real life. So they just went through the ring.
And that's why we're only dealing with one planet or one unknown at the moment, because that's the only one that they've had any chance to, like, that's Christian could get the crew of the Rocinante to go through the ring and go to that planet only because they had to go and solve the situation on the planet where the Belters they landed, because she couldn't get, like, that's the reason why that's the only planet that she's receiving any fucking intel from. And then even
because it's
like,
the only place they have actual people to get intel from.
Yes, exactly. That's what I mean. Is that she hasn't been able or allowed or something to go through any of the other rings. They haven't been able to agree on how to go through any of the rings. So the Belters going through this one ring, and then the 3 others that we don't know about yet, but the Belters going through this one ring, that kind of forced everybody's hand to be like, okay, then you can send someone, or you can send someone after them to kind of rectify the situation. But beyond that, no one is allowed to go through any of the fucking rings. You can't send anything through.
Once again, I could be wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure about the details. Sometimes it goes a little bit too fast for me when they're explaining things, and with the language barrier and all, so it's not necessarily that I get everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the way I understood it is that they wanted to solve all of this with diplomacy and science, like scientific field trips. What is it called?
Scientific findings?
No.
Excursions?
Yeah, exactly. They wanted to look into the different worlds before and kind of assess the situation before actually starting to settle. And of course you can understand it, especially because she wants to prevent another Eros or another protomolecule thing happening. She wants it to prevent it from happening, but of course you can also see it from the different side, that they just want to milk all the resources and get hands-on themselves, so they can harvest the good stuff. And
the inners.
The inners,
yeah, okay. But if we go back to what Gao and Avasarala, they were both talking about, it sounded like Gao was kind of like, basically what she was saying to me kind of sounded like what Mao was saying. Mao and Gao, yeah, it's still very similar, but this thing about, we should have used this technology, we shouldn't have destroyed it, and it was such a big opportunity for us, and this alien technology, it only opens doors. And then Christian kind of shot back with, well, this whole Eros thing, it was kind of, going for Earth, to destroy all life on fucking Earth. So that's why we did what we did. And that's why we decided that this is too dangerous right now. So that just gave me some crazy Mao vibes that Gao was talking about, that she wanted to use the protomolecule or something, and she's very adamant about people should be able to just go out and explore and do whatever the fuck they want almost. I know she probably has a better plan than that. But so far, I'm on Christian's side, as like when it comes to we should approach this whole thing very, very carefully, and we should do it with diplomacy. We should do it together. That's at least what I think they should do, without being any sort of politician or anything like that, or even good at politics, and even just talking so many politics. It's just, it fries my mind. So yeah, is there anything more you want to mention with that whole situation?
Once again, I don't like politics. I completely shut off when there's anything about it, because
yeah, that new place, what's going on there? It ended on a fucking cliffhanger, because that looked like a huge ass explosion.
Yeah.
Like mushroom cloud and everything. So fuck. Maybe they really do need to, like, they need to leave the planet, no matter. No, yeah, it doesn't matter trying to convince the Belters that they need to leave, or be like, okay. Well, they can still be like, okay, even you see those explosions, stay here if you want. Like they can do that, but
yeah, but we also know that the Mr. Dickface, he yeah, I hate him so much.
Yeah.
I hate him with a
Murtry, yeah.
Yeah, with a fucking passion. He is setting 2 shuttles up, and one of them is probably for the MCE or MRC or
RCE, I think.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That one. And the other one he's setting up to be disposable.
Yes,
And-
just as an option. I just want the option. It's like,
And it's
fucking maniac.
So he wants to get all the Belters on that ship, and once they set off, because Holden is convincing them to,
he's gonna blow
this shit up, and then Holden is going to be accused of working with him instead of working on, like, taking no sides and all of that.
Yeah, he's gonna be accused.
So I really feel this situation again. It's like he's always in the middle of fucking shit.
The absolute
storms,
fucking
and
worst.
He doesn't want to take any sides, and he's ending up sometimes making things a lot worse. I'm sorry, but he is.
Yeah.
And,
But he's always coming at it with the right intentions, I think, and trying to better the situation, and him not wanting to, like, to be honest about what, like, why are we here? Why is the crew of the Rocinante specifically? Why are we here?
Yeah.
Why did Christian send us? What's going on this planet, and what's going on inside of my head? Like, he has not been honest about that, but it does make sense that he's not really sharing those informations. It's because it's very hard to explain, and it's very hard for people to believe what he's telling them. And we saw that as soon as he started talking about Miller and what's been going on, everybody, like both the Inners and the Belters, like finally something they could agree on was, what the fuck, man? That's bullshit. Like, you could just, that sounds like you're just not right in the head. So, yeah. And the Belters, or that one Belter lady, the message she sent, that was for everyone, right? So that's gonna reach beyond the ring and then all the way back to Mars and Earth and the Belters.
Probably spike another
fucking Canterbury situation or something.
Conflict here, and especially with now also with the ship, the Sojourner, that one.
Yes, the ship going towards Earth.
Yeah, they blew it up. There could be innocents on it. We don't know. We'll find out. But I don't think it's going to make the situation any easier. I think there's a lot of tension building up in.
Yeah, just bad timing and situations that should have been handled with diplomacy and people working together, and then they're just not doing that because of past transgressions or future plans, personal goals, whatever reason there is, there's always something in the way that's that seems to make these situations just worse and worse, like on all fronts. Like with the Belters, with Ashford and Drama, I know we didn't really spend time with them, and Bobby as well in this episode as much, but or not at all, but and yeah, everything there, and on Islas and on Earth, and it's just, yeah, everywhere. So we're building towards something here. And it seems like the second half of this season is just gonna do this, and yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what all of the seasons have been really good at so far, is this build up and then just foot on the gas and not letting go afterwards. So yeah, that's what we're expecting. But that's gonna do it for this reaction and review of The Expanse Season 4 Episode 5, Oppressor. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you as soon as possible. Bye!
Bye!